Okay, here we go. So this is another message of what this is basically bold faced into. Okay, now the thing about what this is basically going into, what you need to understand about God is he do love holy. God do love holy. I mean, he is resonated around holy. So what is the big altercation with me personally? I'm going through a route where I just feel like that God at times really does this to me. He basically showed me about what is going to happen for me in the afterlife. The afterlife is very different because he's showing me that I can't be a specifically a famous hip hop artist to perform on stage and rock at different concerts with rocking a mic. He told me that that is not the plan that he want me to do. He don't want me to be a rapper. He want me to be basically a voice speaker of a YouTuber, of a preacher. That is what he want me to do. So I thought about it. I say this direction is a weird direction toward me because at times I feel like I want to create some rap songs and rock a mic and perform at different shows and rock at different concerts, but I can't even do it. This is something that people is going to be like looking at God like, why would you sit up there and destroy this man's dream? This man wants to be a famous hip hop artist, but at the same time, he wants to do it. But God looked at me and said, what I'm going to do for myself is I'm going to live this type of life. I'm going to work a regular 9 to 4 job like everybody else. I'm gonna basically work at True and be a video editor and a photo editor and also be a graphic designer for basically Canva. Now, God is looking at me and saying, you know what, with Adobe Illustrator, that's another tool that I'm going to use to create different content of basically legacy inform and legacy inform that goes with the settlement. Now, God is showing me that what I'm doing with me is to basically bold face me up and grip me up to something that can mindset me. I know at times I'm going to feel crucified in my soul. I'm going to feel crucified in my heart, all because I'm not a multi-millionaire and I don't have millions of dollars. But see, here's the thing about with me. I am 35 years old. And at the same time, I'm looking at myself. I say, at some point, I got to live on my own and I have to learn what it's like to pay my own bills. If I got to go back to being some type of dishwasher just to make some extra money to pay the bills, but right now I work at True. I am a video editor and a photo editor. And True, they are paying me up to $13 an hour. $13 an hour. Really, they up my pay to, I believe, $14 an hour. I don't know exactly how much money I'm getting paid an hour, but I work there from 9 to basically 3 o'clock. That's what I do so far. But now I'm gonna get back to working at True from basically 9 to 3:15. But at this point, when I get my own place, I'm going to basically learn how to take care of myself and be a responsible adult. I mean, I look at me, I say, I feel discouraged that at times I don't like being at my parents' house because I still live with them currently. I just want to live on my own and be a responsible adult and take care of my own self. See, the thing about this is with me, you know what's so great about me is I don't have to worry about taking care of basically children because children is a big responsibility to take care of. I mean, you have to bathe them, you have to clothe them, you have to buy them food. I mean, you have to provide things for children that you have to do as a responsible adult. And at the same time, me as Matthew, I'm not ever having children. I'm not ever having a significant other of a wife on this earth. But in heaven, I'm going to have basically a wife in heaven. The first woman that I'm going to meet up with is basically Veronica. She has oversized, enormous titties. She has super thick, gigantic thighs, and she has an oversized, gigantic booty. This is basically the wife that I'm supposed to meet up with in heaven. And this would be the first wife I meet up with, because in heaven, I got multiple wives. But I'm going to have my first wedding with this woman named Veronica. And she's basically an older woman. God got it set up that these women in heaven, they are older women. They basically look older looking in the face. They look above a zillion years old in the face. They have no wrinkles, but at the same time, they still look young. Now, the thing about what this is, God created these women for me to be with. The thing about the upsetting part about this is, if my father, which is named Antonio, was to listen to a message like this is something that he would not agree with me with, because he would say, why in the world would you say that you're never going to get married and you're never going to have a wife? But I would look at my father and I would say, well, Dad, here's the thing about this with me. There's something that the main father said to me, which is God Almighty. He said that my marriage is basically in heaven. That's something that you have to understand, because my God Father basically looked at me in this element. My Godfather from heaven looked at me. He said Matthew is going to basically be married to all these different women that I'm supposed to be with in heaven, because God is showing me something about my Godfather. My Godfather is basically in heaven, and he's watching over what he's supposed to watch over with, because he's looking at the element, he's looking at the sequency input, and he's looking at something that can deal me in. Now, one thing I'm going to show you that's so configuration made, and it's so powerful made. It's a shift made. It's something that can settle you in. If you really think about the different direction that can take you through something and mindset you for what your mind's setting on, you're thinking about a configuration that can grow you up further. Now, one thing about this is, with me, I'm just setting something for myself. And setting something for me is to build me up to what I'm supposed to be in. Now, one thing about what I know with me is to go with the element point, go with the shift point, go with the grown point. And the grown point is doing something for me in the best decimal point. And that's enough said.